What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update. Now, you guys can probably already tell that it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to check this one out. Looks like New York City's newest mayor, Zohran Mamdani, is already running into some serious trouble as New York City Election Board officials now suspect massive fraud contributed to his success in the race, guys. And I'm excited to get into this one, so we're hop straight into it. All I ask that you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, let's hop straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
Allahu Akbar. We are so proud of you, brother, so all yours.
Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Takbir! Allahu Akbar! Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alright folks, so allow me to fill you in with a little context on that clip that we just seen right there. That was Zohran Mamdani's first public appearance since he's been elected in as the mayor of New York City, and it does not take a genius to see exactly where his interest lies. This is a full-on Islamic takeover attempting to implement third world principles within the United States of America, and we cannot allow our nation to become that.
Who lives in your country determines what your country is. Right? Haiti doesn't work as a country. Like, it just doesn't. People have tried forever. People have spent billions of dollars trying to make Haiti work as a project. Haiti doesn't work. If you take Haiti and you move it to America, it's not going to work here. Somalia doesn't work as a country, has never worked as a country. You take Somalia out of Somalia, you put it here, it's not going to work any better. It's not about how you feel about an individual immigrant. It's about the policy at a systemic scale. If you move the third world to the first world, eventually we become the third world. And that's not good for us. It's not good for anybody who wants to live here in the future.
We simply cannot allow this to become our reality here in the United States of America. We've seen exactly what happened, how the downfall of these third world countries happen every time they implement these policies, these communistic, socialistic policies that we're seeing being proposed from Zohran Mamdani. So while we allow that, our home to become that, it just doesn't make any sense to me. But we're seeing that things are looking anything but up for Zohran Mamdani, NYC's newest mayor. He's just booed out of a restaurant in New York after New Yorkers, residents are beginning to realize that they were lied to, so nothing but false promises and lies during the campaign.
Let me tell you something, man. You are not welcome in this island. October 7th, Jew hater. You Jew hater piece. Hey, Mr. Mamdani, can I talk to you? This is my island.
No, it's not.
You're not welcome here. Fuck. Excuse me. You hate this country. You hate this. Big shot full of Tom Holman. Don't go home. Go home.
And that right there is just the beginning of New Yorkers waking up and realizing that Zohran Mamdani is not going to put them ahead of the Islamic takeover over in NYC. He's going to put his people first every single time. When you hear free, 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 just know there is a line and you are nowhere near the beginning of it. But now we're getting sourced that this is not the only folks that are turned on Zohran Mamdani. It's not just the residents. We're also seeing local law enforcement agents like NYPD putting in leaves of absence and requesting transfers as a direct result of Zohran Mamdani being elected in as mayor.
All right, guys, breaking news. The NYPD has 5,000 officers that are going to be resigning effective January 1st, 2026. I just dropped the report. Make sure you share it out. Get it out to all your people. I mean, you know, what else are we going to do? They all want to leave because they don't want to be ruled under a communist.
And I can't even say I blame NYPD officers. Who could if you got a leader like Zohran Mamdani, someone who was proposing to defund the police, someone that doesn't respect the work that you do, keeping the city safe, putting your life on the line every single day, someone that has proposed things like abolishing the prison system in New York City. I mean, this guy has lost his mind. And now he's responding to officers leaving the force, NYPD, saying that he's going to do a little investigation because he doesn't know why folks are leaving.
Are you worried about that backlash, especially coming coming from the law enforcement community?
I'm not worried about the backlash. What I am worried about, frankly, is the continuation of a retention crisis that we've seen only deepen over the course of this campaign, where when we began there was about 200 officers leaving a month, and by the end of the campaign it was about 350. And a lot of that is to do with the fact that we've asked police officers for far too long to do much more than just police work. We've asked them to be responding to the mental health crisis and the homelessness crisis, and that's why we're going to create a Department of Community Safety that will be tasked with accomplishing those facts and allowing police officers to be police officers.
So Mamdani's chalking this all up to believe that NYPD officers are now leaving the force, fleeing New York City because they're being overworked. Well, it doesn't take a full-scale investigation to figure out and understand exactly what's happening here. It's definitely because of him. But we got the governor of Florida, Ron DeSantis, breaking down exactly why he's seeing NYPD officers leaving the force, fleeing for Texas, fleeing for Florida, and it's not because they're being overworked.
He is a Marxist. He also obviously is an Islamist as well, which is increasingly becoming hat in hand around the world. And then a couple days later down in Florida, we've established November 7th as a day to remember the victims of communism. That's the anniversary of the Bolshevik Revolution. And so I have people who have fled communism, and they say, you know what? Those promises remind me of what Castro was selling back in the day. I remember these guys trying to say that. And then what happened to this great island? It became a communist prison.
It's not going to take long for New Yorkers to finally begin to wake up and realize that they've been duped by this Zoran Mamdani character. This is a full-on Islamic, socialist, and halfway communist takeover of their city, and that they are to blame. And I believe the worst part about it is this could all be solved by a simple investigation. I believe that Zoran Mamdani needs to be investigated from the top level all the way down to the bottom, from his path to citizenship in the United States of America to him being elected in as NYC's mayor, because this guy is just crooked. He is a fraudster, lying at every single corner. I mean, we've seen Mahmoud Khalil celebrate and voting 5 different times for Zoran Mamdani at his election party.
Mahmoud Khalil is here. Mahmoud Khalil is here. And he voted 5 times. He voted illegally 5 times. How do you feel tonight?
I don't know how anyone feels today.
Respect for our election integrity absolutely absent here. These folks don't even care anymore, saying all the quiet parts out loud. And that's not the worst of it. It's not the first instance that we've seen this going down, being conducted, especially in this NYC mayoral race. We see New Yorker, red-haired New Yorker, actually coming out openly bragging about voting for Zoran Mamdani 6 different times.
I'm here in New York about to illegally vote for Zoran Mamdani 6 times. Yeah. 6.
To give you guys the more optimistic viewpoint on this one, I mean, at least these folks are legal residents of the United States of America. I think arguably one of the most egregious sightings that we've seen during this New York City mayoral election, its race, was when NGOs started registering illegals to vote for Zoran Mamdani, instructing them directly, saying to vote for the guy whose last name starts with the letter M.
Yes, I'm an immigrant. They sent me here to vote. I was recommended to come here to find information to vote. Sorry?
When did you register to vote?
I didn't sign anything. They just told me to come here to vote.
Okay. Vote too. Okay, but
And this is completely unbelievable, actually disheartening to see that New Yorkers still voted for this guy despite all of this being public knowledge. This is easily accessible information, but yet folks won't do their due diligence, their research on their candidate, and that's exactly why they've been scammed. They've been duped by Zoran Mamdani, the newest mayor of New York City. And just to make matters worse, to add insult to injury here, Mamdani is now back to his old grifter ways, asking and begging folks for money to fund his mayoral candidacy. It's actually sad, guys.
Well, thank you for the question. It's transition2025.com. And, there were a few months ago where I told supporters across this city to stop donating. And today I am asking them to start once again. And I am asking them to do so because of the fact that a transition that can meet the moment of preparing for January 1st is one that will require staff, it will require research, it will require infrastructure. And those are things that we will have to provide. And I'm excited for the fact that it will be funded by the very people who brought us to this point, the working people who have been left behind by the politics of the city.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Oh my goodness. My question here is, what happened to the $30 minimum wage, the free buses, the rent freezes? What happened to all this, the government-run grocery stores? Zoran Mamdani now walking back all of his promises during the campaign trail to let New Yorkers really wake up and realize that none of that is going to happen. This is a full-on Islamic socialist, halfway communist takeover of their city, and they just allowed it to happen. Got swindled by this very bad actor that is Zoran Mamdani. I just can't believe this is what's happening right now. What's taking place in the great city of New York City. The Big Apple is turning into the big rotten apple, almost Gotham City, when Zoran Mamdani gets finished with it. But I can't even feel bad for these folks, because how many times did we urge, we warned, we tried to educate New Yorkers to go out, do their due diligence, do their homework on Zoran Mamdani, but they ignored us. They called us Islamophobes and all these other names. It just didn't make any sense. So honestly, you can't always prevent people from, bumping their heads. You have to allow them to learn for their own experiences. And next time around, hopefully they don't vote for someone halfway as bad as Mamdani, guys. But definitely hop in that comment section. Comments are open, and I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking on this. My question for today is, do you believe that Zoran Mamdani should be investigated from his path to citizenship up to how he was elected in? We need a full audit of the votes of the mayoral race in NYC, guys. Hop in the comment section. Comments are open, and I'm excited to hear what you guys are thinking. Also, make sure you guys please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.